There's nothing better than Charlie Hurt on a Monday morning, and that's what we have for you, folks. He's here with us live. What is something being hidden here?
Well, it certainly looks like that. And, you know, usually in a free country, we get pretty upset, rightfully so, when the public is kept in the dark about something serious like this. But this is a situation where it wasn't just the public kept in the dark, it was the actual commander-in-chief kept in the dark about it. And that's what I think raises this from your regular level of alarm to a truly smoldering alarm.
I understand that President Biden has said he still backs Austin. You okay with that?
Right.
Or should some head be rolling here?
Yes, but we have an election this year, and the main head that needs to roll in an election is probably the the commander-in-chief himself. And so I think that if people are focused on holding him accountable, which I hope is what happens, then I think that we'll solve all of these problems. But it's terrifying. And when you look at situations like what's going on with Iran right now, where and a lot of people understandably say, well, we should confront Iran and stop them from what they've been doing to our troops and our ships and our passage lanes in the Middle East. Well, what do you really trust President Biden to carry out anything to protect our troops? That's the real problem here, and it's a very terrifying situation.
Now, President Biden's going to deliver his State of the Union address on March the 7th. That just happens to be 2 days after Super Tuesday. Look, to me, this seems like a deliberate delay. What's the purpose here?
I think it is absolutely a deliberate delay, and it's another reminder that this administration is willing to take any norm that we have in this country and turn it into something to be used as a political weapon. And we saw it this weekend where you had the president go to Valley Forge and try to rewrite history and pretend that he's George Washington or something, and give one of the darkest, most unpresidential and frightening speeches you've ever heard, where he attacks the actual voters, American citizens who support his political opponent. He attacks them and calls them un-American and says they're dangerous. This is not normal. And so I guess it's sort of all part of the way these people operate. They're going to take the State of the Union address. He's going to delay it later than any time in modern times. And he's going to use it as a political cudgel after Super Tuesday, in which he beats up who it appears will be Donald Trump, but we don't know because we haven't had any of the primaries yet. But, he's going to attack whoever the Republican nominee is.
You and I have often spoken about the possibility, and I would say the probability, of the president stepping aside before actual election day. You still feel that way? Because I do.
Yeah, I do, but obviously the window is closing for Democrats to do that in any kind of democratic sort of way. If you wait until the convention and do it, it's going to be a backroom deal, and it's going to be done by the power brokers in the Democrat Party, and that's probably going to be the safest way for the people in power to stay in power.
Got it. Charlie Hurt on a Monday morning. All good stuff. Thank you, Charlie. We will see you again real soon.